Richmond Raceway. I thought this video was going to be easy to record. It is not. Although maybe that's my fault for running the open instead of the fixed. But holy crap, are we off the pace. So let's get into this practice and just see if we can claw any sort of decent time out of our ass. And if not, I'm cool with running last too. I just want to keep upping my safety rating till I can eventually pin it towards that max value. But holy crap, man. When I tell you we're off the pace, I mean we are off the pace. People are running 22s around here, and my fastest, or my average lap time is a 23:1. So when it comes to setting down hot laps, we are quite a bit far behind. Not only that, but we're kind of bad at saving tires around here too, so we can't even do that. I think our only hope is that people are going to be wrecking each other. Our one saving grace, though, is it is a night race, and night races are just cool. I wish there were more of them on the schedule. It's such a vibe, you know? All racing would be better at night, in my opinion. We got the, night F1 races, those are peak. The night NASCAR races, those are peak. Night rally races, man, hurling yourself through the void, that's huge. So we're running 23.2s, absolutely not fast at all, and the fastest guys are running 22.4. And we're running 23. There's some guys behind us who are even slower, but I think that's only because they were on their outlaps. We might as well qualify, since we're just going to qualify at the back. But I don't really expect to gain any spots. We are the number 8 car, which is rather unfortunate, as that means we're going to take a nice big I-rating hit, and we're already going to take one before this race ends. So you're going to notice I'm going to be a lot lower than I was last time, because I ran the open and had absolutely no pace, and then I said this wasn't fun. I was just running dead last in a full field of 28 cars and called it a day. So here we're going to set up. Not that it's going to matter, but every little bit counts. Gonna brake kinda early. Can probably brake later there. Yeah, we are just so far behind of what the fastest lap I've ever run around here is. And that was pretty disappointing. That was a 22.7. And you know we only got into the 22s because we set up for it. Whatever, I'm just hoping that we have a little bit more pace than the guys who were running that open race. I mean, we were matched with a 9K iRacer there. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just not built for that. So, hopefully this one's going to be better for you guys. But, we'll see. Looks like we didn't qualify last somehow. So, maybe all is not lost. I was running the fixed setup, so there is a chance that the entire lobby had setups and I was just left hung out to dry. So maybe I should just run the fixed races only. It's a shame, because I do like the longer races, There we are. We have 2 minutes left in this qualifying session. And let's go observe the other people. Let's go see, for instance, who qualified first? Brian Edie 2. Show me your laps. How are you running this fast here? Give me your far chase. Let's run your first. Is this your practice lap? Yeah, this is practice. I think this is still practice. Oh yeah. Let's settle down this camera here. And let's really watch it here. So, he brakes at the start of the tarmac. He runs bottom and gets on the throttle fairly late. He then runs bottom, like half a car up, late apexes sort of, and I don't know. This is a 22.5 that he's running. It looks like he just brakes and like diamonds the corners. So if that's all it takes, then I'm sure we can do that. I don't know if we'll be able to do it quite as well, but let's check where we stand compared to the rest of the group. We qualified in, I believe, well, qualifying's not over, so it hasn't given us, but I think we are sitting 8th right now, which isn't terrible, although in terms of qualifying runs, I can't say we did great. 9 seconds left here till we start gridding. I am excited for it to transition to night. I think this might spell even more trouble for us, though, as I know the times are going to come down as the track gets colder, and we kind of don't want that to happen because we don't really know the line or anything to actually run that.
The estimated SOF is 2,095.
I'm hoping also that we won't have to worry about this being a caution fest, as the open race was very clean. I think we had 1 caution in those 60 laps. I know short tracks there tends to be more beating and banging than the intermediates and the especially super speedways, but I mean super speedways are deadly for their own reasons.
5 cars left to grid.
But the short tracks, in my experience, it just seems kind of like you get people bunched together and then they make some mistakes, and it's enough to like cause stuff, but it's never enough to take people out of the race. So I don't think we're gonna be able to rely on as many potential free positions as we usually are. That being said, it's a pretty tight field out here. All the top guys are hovering pretty much right around 2K, and the number 1 car is at 2.5, and I believe the bottom car, I'm not sure what he's at, but if I had to take a gander, I'd say as low as 1.7, since we have a 21 car who's at 1.8. So pretty tight field out here. And as long as we can just finish okay, I would be happy with that. I'm hoping that I am not going insane and that I'm not as slow as I was in the last race. But 2 sets of tires and we can make it on fuel. Oddly enough, we were able to make it on fuel in the open as well. That was 120 laps, which was very hilarious, considering the thought of going 120 laps on these tires is enough to send a shiver down my spine. That being said, though, there might be an opportunity for us to actually save, especially if people don't have amazing goated setups, which I'm sure some of them did. One thing I do know is we want to we want to start in third gear on this restart here, or on all starts of the race, because during the open, someone decided they wanted to start in second and caused a huge stack up immediately right off the bat. And we don't want to be that guy. So we're starting in third, especially because, you know, we're just kind of trying to chill out here. I'm not really expecting to have any pace. We do need to follow the guys in front of us, though, and go with them. If there's anything we can do to learn while we are still able to observe the fast guys, we need to learn it quick, because they are going to just pull away, and we will not be able to do anything about it, and we'll get lapped. So,
About to go green. Stay focused.
need to put my thinking cap on here, and probably going to lock in for these first few laps. Pace car is off.
Car is off. Time to
We
do
go
your
at the
job.
green,
Green flag.
and
green
we're
flag.
off.
Inside.
We're going to brake a little early here and set up for the
Still there.
corner
Hold your line.
so we can get a good exit. Oh, he's spinning out, but he kept it on track. Good on him.
Caution. Yellow flag.
Yellow.
Line up, single file.
Maybe he didn't.
Closed right now.
Hope he didn't die. But we actually have a couple spots now. That was, I think 2 spots that we just gained from that little incident.
Pit road is now
It's
open.
very loose on that exit. The transition is wild. You have to really basically straighten out your wheel, and you have no control as to how close to the outside wall you are about to fling for a brief moment, just as you catch it right back, and then you're on your way. But if you're squeezed or there's a car on your outside, that kind of throws a wrench in things. So he must have been dealing with that, and then the combination of the cold tires. I get it. It's very tough to make it stick on that bottom line. I found that out firsthand. I mean, I've been running this combo for about 120 laps of practice at this point, and I still have not really figured out how to run fast. So, very tough, but we'll just have to hope that we don't end up like that. 11 car up here, weaving. Hopefully, he's not trying to win it all on the first corner. I know you're just trying to warm up the tires and such, but
Closed. Pit road is
sometimes it feels like the people who weave the most tend to cause the most, so maybe he's someone to watch out for. Although everyone in front of us has pretty good safety ratings, I would say. The lowest in front is the 20 car in front of us with a 2.3. He is A-class, so he does know how to save safety rating in a pinch, but I mean, that's not exactly high. But I don't want to be too quick to judge either. You know, I've been down there before. I've had plenty of my fair share of strings of bad races.
One to go. Next time by. You're
We're
the
starting on
outside
top
this time.
again. Kind of not a fan of that, but, you know, if we have to start, I guess, it's kind of safer up top, I feel. I feel more, if you tend to spin out on this track, it seems like the car wants to go towards the inside wall rather than the outside wall more often than not. So I think for
About to
once
go green. Stay
I
focused.
feel safe on the outside, which is kind of a rare occurrence. Pace car's
Car
off.
is off. Be ready.
I should shut up while we wait for this restart zone.
Green, green,
And
green.
we're off. We're gonna let off early here.
Car outside.
Car behind of us almost gets into our door or our rear panel or whatever. He's gonna get an exit or a better exit and lift off. We're going to slot under and then overdrive the corner and let this guy under us. We're going to go around the 20 here.
Still there, inside. New fast, flat for you. The car in P.
And then we want to set up for the corner.
22.74. Clear.
And we are off. Okay, now we can slot down. And we can really focus on saving that tire. We want nothing but good exits and tire saving. I do feel a lot better in this race, I will say, than the open race. I have to wonder if all 27 of the other cars had a setup. That is kind of unfortunate that it is that way, but hey, that's why you're running the open. You're running it because you want to cook a setup, not because it's just because it's a long race.
Car in P1. Just set the fastest lap.
But that makes me feel a lot better about myself, and I am repairing my ego, which is, as we all know, fairly fragile. Or something like that. 20 is going to push a little wide. I think he's getting a little loose. I mean, we are all kind of going crazy on these tires. Kind of hope that it doesn't go green, because I don't know how to save my stuff, and I am just following the leaders here, hoping that I don't burn up my stuff. There we go, just like that. We'll have to take a look at that one at the end, because I don't think I saw that in my mirror. So maybe that'll be something to check out. But 11 laps down. I gotta say, I'm feeling a lot more confident than I was going in. But, yeah, we're running pretty good up here. I'll take a 6th place. I'm not sure if 11 laps is enough to justify going in, but I have a feeling if we watch, we will be able to see whether or not the 6 guys in front of us go in. And if they do, we'll follow. There's kind of no reason not to, right? I mean, if you're, especially if you're like, you're sort of like 10th and further back, I guess you could go in at this point, but you're also sort of making the bet that we are gonna go green for the rest of the entire race if you do that, and I'm not sure that is on the table here. So maybe it's worth saving a set. I'm just in here for the safety rating. That's a classic message in chat there. Do we see the 1 car go in? The 1 stays out, and everyone in front of us stays out. Looks like everyone behind us is also staying out, so I gotta wonder if potentially tires don't matter here. That could be the key to why we were going slower in the open as well. I was trying to save tire, and if it turns out that that's just not necessary, especially in maybe like a half-length race, then that could be why I wasn't feeling those spots come back, you know? I guess the cooler track probably keeps the tires a little closer to the proper temps or something, and then, you know, it's easier to not burn up your stuff. But I don't know. I'm not really, I'm not super knowledgeable when it comes to tire saving. There's a couple rules of thumb that I know how to follow, taught to me by the wonderful DJ EJ on his YouTube vids, and that's pretty much all I have to go off of, you know? Not really a rocket scientist, but coming to this next restart here, I think we're gonna probably up our aggression just a little bit. I know we're not going too crazy. I mean, we're kind of just trying to stay where we're at, but I'm feeling a little more confident. I'm not going to go for positions, but I definitely want to not let the 20 by, or sorry, not let the 12 and the 21 by who are behind us, you know? They seemed like they were getting a little antsy. Pace car's off. We're going. They get amazing starts because they're starting in 2nd gear. we are going to drop down here, clear on the inside, and we're going to get some good exits because they're side by side and we are not. We are going to blow the corner though. We got to cut back here to make sure we don't hit someone. So as of right now, I'm actually kind of okay with just running behind the 20. I think I might be down to run a more tire saving line. They're hitting the wall behind us. 20's entering very shallow. I gotta wonder what's going through in his head to make him take that line, but maybe he knows that it doesn't matter and he's trying to cut under the guy in front. And as of right now, we're just gonna stay on his bumper, sort of observe. Car behind, sending it way into the corner. 21. We're getting a better run out of here. I think we're gonna stick our nose under the 20.
Still there, hold your line.
We're gonna set up better too.
Go low.
He's gonna get a good run on that outside, but we're gonna be able to
Still there.
make it stick on this bottom here and then really get on that throttle early.
Outside is clear. You're in fifth.
Alright, well that lets us put some space in between us. And now we can move on to the 5. I will say, this car also just kind of feels better than the Open too, so I wonder, surely I didn't make the mistake of running the wrong setup. I feel like I've been racing too long to not check, you know, but I don't know, it could be. Because, I mean, this just feels so much better than what I was experiencing before. But 5 seems to be getting away from us a little bit, and the 21 also seems to be catching us a little bit. I think I could brake a little bit earlier or later there, but I also think the 21 is absolutely sending it into that corner, and I'm worried that he is going to run us over every single time I see him in that mirror. Yeah, he's definitely just over sending it into the corner. Hopefully he's learned to back it off though, because it would really suck to get rear-ended. We need to get higher, not off of drugs, but on the corner in 1 and 2. They're touching the wall. That's really scary when they do that, because these cars, the tires actually make contact with that wall and throw smoke up everywhere. That's what you're seeing there. So it always makes you think someone's spinning out, when really it's sort of just a oopsie moment. But everyone's kind of running where we are. 21's getting loose behind us, which I cannot say I'm too surprised by how aggressive he's driving. He's driving like it's the last 3 laps of the race. But I get it. We all want to win. And everyone drives a little differently. They're going side by side. We actually love to see that. It's going to put a little bit of a gap. And we're under less pressure from behind. So maybe we can just relax and see if we can repair some of the damage that we've been doing to the tires here. I think we need to be even more patient on the throttle though. And we need to not touch the wall. Holy, sometimes you just get crazy runs out of that corner and you end up like probably 10 to 15 miles an hour faster entering into 1 and 2, and it just throws me off a little. But we're getting great drives off of 3 and 4, so I'm not really worried about being passed there. Where I am being worried about being passed is, well, I don't know. I think we're kind of just sticking where we're at. We do have good pace. Even the one car is still visible. I think we're starting to catch up to the first lappers up there. '18 car behind us getting very close. But we always seem to be getting a little bit better exits. I think he's overdriving too. Oh, we're overdriving this corner, that's for sure. Let's cut down and act like it was on purpose. Oh, we're touching that wall again. Not enough to get a 0x, but enough. Kind of feel the right front going. Wondering if maybe we have been overdriving a little more than we think. I mean, we are kind of catch up to the 5, and then he gets a better exit than us, so I bet that's what we are doing. I'm going to start backing up the corner and hoping that we don't get rear-ended. There's also a very healthy gap between 18 and 21 behind him, so if 18 passes us, I'm actually kind of fine, because we're not going to lose that many places, you know, but he decided to back off, so maybe he's sort of feeling like he wants to save tires. A little past halfway in the race, and I'm actually feeling pretty optimistic about our position. The 11 car in front of us, he's getting a little loose and blinking, so that's a situation we're going to have to navigate, but hopefully we can all stay nice and clean. I can feel my wheel getting very hot. I think I need to give it a good old tap so that the fan starts working. Hopefully that doesn't come across too horrible in the video. Yeah, something about running short tracks tends to make it work a little bit harder than it typically does. Feel like I did it in the last video too with Dover, but I didn't do it at Texas, so I don't know what that was about. Anyway, let's focus on the cars in front of us. I think we're actually gaining on them just a little bit, and 18's proven he has the pace to stay with us, so he's probably going to make some moves here near the end. I'm just going to hope that we can have enough stuff to where he doesn't do something and stick his nose where it shouldn't be. I can feel the tires are going at this point, so I'm going to start running very low and sort of just denying. Oh, 5 making a move. We're going to follow him through. I'm deciding. Oh, he backed off. Didn't quite get the run he wanted. We are going to do what the 18's been doing to us the whole time and send it on the guy in front of us, or into the back of the guy in front of us. Oh, and I'm overdriving the corner. Can't be doing that, because then 18's going to think that's how we always take the corner. I actually want to do everything to cover the bottom. I don't want to let you under me. Five is just gonna let us by. I wonder if he thinks we have better tires or if we have better odds at getting past the 11.
You're in 4th position.
Interesting. I don't know why he just let off there. Maybe he knows that we're on the verge of popping a tire or something. But we're going to put our head down here. We got 20 laps to go. I really think we could maybe get this 11 car in front of us. Not so sure about the 2 and the 1. Or the 15 and the 1, I mean. Second place. You know who I was talking about. But I do think we know just a slightly better line out of 3 and 4. And that maybe we can sort of stick on the bottom of 1 and 2 and get under him and sneak by, as he always likes to overdrive there. You can kind of tell. And then we are about even with him on the exits there. We just need to not overdrive 1 and 2 like we have been. Yeah, just like that. We're good here. He's touching the wall. He's a little out of shape. And he overdrives it quite a lot this time. Let's see if we can make something happen here. Not quite. This didn't feel comfortable, but we have plenty of time to get by him, so not necessarily in a hurry. Just want to sort of put pressure on him, make him feel like we want to get it done right now, and then if he makes a mistake, we can capitalize off of it. Like there, he's getting a little loose. I mean, so am I at this point. We are very, very late into a run. 45 laps on a set of tires because no one has gone in. We're gonna full beans it out of that corner. I heard the wheels spin a little bit, but she's stuck. He's blinking in front of us. He's stayed mostly good. Oh yeah, he's getting very loose now. His right rear is gonna be a little hot, so I wonder if we can maybe make something happen. Not quite. Let's send it in here. We're just running bottom. I think he's setting up for exits a little better than us right now. But I'm just trying to also be wary of the 18 behind us. Okay, can't be doing that. We're going to run high and then cut low. And that probably would have worked had our tires been maybe 20 laps fresher. Yeah, 11's really getting loose on that exit of 3 and 4. I think if we just stick behind him, I know 18 has to be saving his stuff right now. Just watching this battle happen, ready to capitalize on any mistakes that we both make.
The leader is running 23.623.
We're sticking a tire on that apron, and unfortunately the lap car is going to compromise our exit, and we're going to lose just a little bit of ground to the 11. But this is our chance to get a good exit here. And he seems to get a better one. Interesting. 10 to go. I did not realize these laps were winding down so quickly. This is a very good race here. If only we could get one more spot. I'm hungry for the podium. He's going to push a little wide, and we're going to get a great exit, and we're going to be right on his bumper. He's going to choose to take a defensive line here, and we're going to go up high and cut down low and get on his outside. And we're going to sail it around, see if we can go get it done all the way the hard way. And we got a great exit. Hats off to him for being clean with us. Sorry, I felt like I bullied you just a little bit. I got kind of close, but we made no contact. I don't think, at least. I'm going to have to check the replay to fact check that. And if we did, then I am very sorry for dooring you, but I didn't feel it in the wheel, so we're all good. Someone's pitting in. That's a questionable choice. 5 laps to go. The 15 and the 1 car are actually up there. They're battling right in front of us. We might have spots yet to gain. I'm in the wall. What am I doing? Thank you, 11, so much for not doing... you could have just passed me there, and it would have been within your full rights. I have so much respect for you in this moment. '18's going under the 11. Holy. I'm so sorry, man. I'm really just screwing him. This lap car is gonna hamper our speed just a little bit, but not enough to really stop us from making forward progress here away from the cars behind. The guys in front of us are going really high and really cutting down, so I wonder if there's some sort of secret sauce there. I think it's like ultra defensive lines. I'm gonna start taking pages out of their book. Yeah, look at that crazy exit we get compared to 18. I mean, there's just nothing you can do against that. Yeah. 2 laps to go. I do like this line they're taking. It's a shame they're ever so slightly too far ahead, as they are battling. And we are catching them. If this race was only 10 laps longer, but we do get the perfect view to watch the leaders battle for this race. 15 making a move, sliding up the track, not quite making it stick. 1's going to cut in front of him. He has 1 more corner to make something happen here. Let's see what he does. Looks like he was maybe just a little too far back. Good race to everyone. The 15, the 1, the 18, and the 11. You were all wonderful opponents to battle against. And this was such a more enjoyable race than the Open. I might have to run fixed all season. Hats off to everybody. I'm gonna go take the thumbnail, and I will see you guys for the numbers. Bam, here's the numbers. We got an absolutely chunky safety rating gain. That feels a little high for the length of the race, but you know, we take it. We're up to 4.5. That's actually pretty good, and I wouldn't even mind just hovering around there, but you know damn well I want to pin that shit at 4.99. As for iRating, I mean, this is the highest we've been on the channel so far, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And we're almost at 22, you know. We're not there yet, so we can't say we're there. But, you know, we would have been there if I hadn't queued for an open race. That's my mistake. I won't be running open races anymore. It's way more fun when the playing field is even, you know, and it's all skill-based and not setup-based. But that's awesome. That was a pretty awesome race. I love night races, man. I wish they would put more of these on the schedule. But that's neither here nor there. That's all for this one, and I will see you guys in the next one.